Hello, welcome to the installation video tutorial for my ovniOs project. It is a small interface combined with a special network protocol, allowing control of multiple nodes, which allows the control of multiple nodes connected to the same network, compatible with the Nuvoton protocol, developed for this project. This protocol is compatible with Arduino. To add this project to RT-Thread, it is necessary to download the repository, locate the Nuvoton standard project folder, and unzip the file. Once you have the project folder, you must add it to the working folder of the IDE. The working folder is found in the same installation folder. Here we must paste the project folder and restart the IDE. Now it will be available inside the projects. We must make sure that the tab has the legend active. Here we can find the files in the applications folder. We can find the codes to run ovniOs. We can find quite a lot of code to exemplify multitasking with lvgl and RT-Thread. Now I will show you the configuration of the CDAK manager. Take a good look and install the same as me. For Nuvoton, you must explicitly install the packages for your board model. Here we can observe some tools. You can download them if you feel like experimenting. To make sure everything is okay, we will do a build, pressing the build button to make sure everything is okay. Be patient, the process may take a while. I am aware that this project requires more work. Although it is my first contact with this language, I have learned a lot and I really hope to push RT-Thread and lvgl to the limit. Once the process is finished, we will have as a result a file with a bin extension. These would be its characteristics. Before doing the build definitively, we must establish the correct environment network. Demo show you how you can upload the program to your Nuvoton board. We can access the repository and look for the NewWriter folder. Here we can find two files. One corresponds is the software to upload the program, and the other corresponds to the USB drivers for the Nuvoton board. We must download both files. We will open the compressed file to see what it contains. Serve a series of files and we can save them in the place of convenience. These files correspond to the program to upload the framework to the Nuvoton board. Run it to show you how it is. The settings you can see are correct for this project. We can click continue or wait a few seconds. It's the interface, but we can't do anything. We need to install the drivers first. This corresponds to the other file. We are simply going to execute it and follow the steps until finished. Since we are done, open the device manager to detect when we commit the Nuvoton board. What is important on the board? We have two buttons that correspond to a table. That table tells us the correct configuration for the USB connection. Connect the board. We can see its controller. The NewWriter software to see if it worked correctly. Fantastic! The board connected correct. See, I don't know that everything works correctly. We can give reconnect and simply reconnect. Perfect, now we can move on to something else. Now we will need to activate the server. Repository, we can find the precise instructions to run the server. First of all, we will need to download No. Here I leave the web page. Once installed, we open the command console and type nodv to verify that everything works. This indicates that everything works fine. In the repository folder, we must locate the Nuvoton protocol server folder. Once locating, we can open it and explore. We can find the file containing the protocol. To launch the server, we must buy the root and navigate with the cd command as shown using the command console. We write the cd command and with a space we paste the path of the server folder. Now we write the command npm install to ensure that all components are complete. How can we observe there is no vulnerability in any component? To run the server, it is necessary to execute the node index.js command. When the message comes out, we can ensure that everything is fine. Everything works great. Now I will teach you how to get the IP of the local server. We open another command console. We must write the ifconfig command. The IPv4 address is the one we will use for this project. The file that we must modify is ovniOs. We must ensure that the IP of the console is the same as that of the project. The Nuvoton client must point to port 3001 since that is the one designated on the server for the master. Now we can compile the final version. We can do it with Ctrl+B. That will only compile what is necessary. Now we have the latest version of ovniOs ready to upload to our Nuvoton board. Now I must show how to download the POS firewall. They should look for this configuration and disable the firewall. Open InWriter to upload the firmware to the board. Locating the compiled binary is not a difficult task, as it is located in the debug folder of the project folder. In the Choose Type tab, we can add it to RAM like me and select the Download and Run option to run after loading. Now we click on Download and wait until it indicates that it is finished. Something important to keep in mind is the physical connections to the internet. You have to connect a cable with access to this specific port, otherwise it just won't connect. Once this is clear, when we turn on the Nuvoton board, we can see it reflected in the activity server. These data correspond to the data received from the Nuvoton board when moving the controls. For connectivity with Arduino, I am using ESP32 connected to my modem. In the example, you can load your data. The library is included to process Nuvoton protocol commands. The code is very simple. I ran out of time to specify it correctly. I will continue to include components and comments after the contest. I must admit that this project has taught me a lot regarding interfaces, programming code in C, and networks. I'm sorry I didn't have more time and better resources. Without doubting my passion and persistence, I will continue to contribute to the project and possibly take it to the moon. Now I will show you the results. Thank you very much Nuvoton, thanks lvgl, and thanks RD-Thread for the opportunity to learn and create something new. I say goodbye to you sincerely, John Cody, dedicated to the protection of knowledge.